Hello, this is Stephen in wonderful Wiltshire, England, and it is Tuesday, it's 6:30, and it's time for AI Run Thrive with Stephen, episode 15B. A big thank you for joining me. I'm just waiting for things to actually get going. I'm live from the TikTok live studio, and I just got a message which just came on screen and disappeared. If you're watching live, I'd like to say hello to Greenie, welcome, to Nev, welcome. You joined Stephen live from Wiltshire, England, just after 6:30 on a Tuesday. This is my regular weekly episode. This is 15B. 15A is when I practice Mondays at 6:30. 15B, or B notification, is that I'm actually live on a Tuesday. Now this show is actually syndicated. If I go here and I go here, this show is syndicated to Royston Radio. And basically this show runs for 60 minutes, and then I then use the editor to actually download the video and then into CapCut, turn it into audio, into an MP3, and then I upload the audio to Google Drive and send a link to my good friend Fons Chamberlain, who's a director of Royston Radio. And that's how this broadcast will end up on Royston Radio at 2 o'clock on Friday. And this is all about repurposing. This is the beauty of live video. This live video has several lives. One is the Royston Radio, which I just told you about. And the second is when this is finished, and I've got the recording in TikTok Studio, I can download the video, and then I work for OneStream Live, and I can upload the video to OneStream Live, and it can go on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, LinkedIn, on Thursday at 2 o'clock. So that's the full episode, live here now, and then on all the social media, my social media accounts on Thursday at 10 o'clock. Then on the radio on Friday, on Royston Radio at 2 o'clock. So creating content once and reusing it is the way to actually get the most benefit. And say hello to everybody who's actually joining live. I've got some flares today, which I'll be using shortly. And Alexa, set timer 20 minutes.
Good evening, Stephen. 20 minutes, starting now.
Right, so my 20-minute timer is set on ALEXA. I'll get a reminder, and then I'm going to launch a flare and we'll open the show up. But the thing is that if you go live, and specifically if you go live using the live studio, then you can take part in the training program, which is provided by TikTok, which has 30 different sections to work through, and you get rewards after each one. So my reward for going live twice a week is to give me flares, which increases my audience. And incredibly, I want to say at this point, let's just take Royston off for a moment, and I'm going to put this on screen. There we are. Thank you, friends, for watching my live videos and for following me. I've had an amazing reception since I arrived on TikTok on the 3rd of Jan this year, and things just keep going from strength to strength. And I'm very pleased to be here, very proud to be here. And all is good. Now, in terms of AI, how do I keep informed about AI? Because this show is AI Run Thrive. It's about AI in terms of ChatGPT. Well, I'll take that off. Let's just move that down there. And if I bring this on, okay, what I talk about each week is ChatGPT, Gemini, and DeepSeek. I use all three of those today. Basically, I'm creating broadcasts for OneStream Live, and I use those three tools to actually do my research. So I get a question from OneStream Live, and in days gone by, before these three emerged, ChatGPT, Gemini, and DeepSeek, I had to sort of think off the top of my head and say hello to Dominique and to Land of Hope and Glory, and say hi to Dominique, welcome back. Before the advent of ChatGPT, Gemini and DeepSeek, we would have had to just use our own brains. I mean, you can ask me anything about live video and I can come up with an answer, and I can probably come up with an agenda with 10 items on it, but that's just working off my own knowledge. With ChatGPT, Gemini and DeepSeek, I've got access to global knowledge, which means that I can ask the question on ChatGPT, on Gemini and DeepSeek, and get the answer. Okay, and I did research for 3 topics I'm covering in May today on those 3 systems you just mentioned, and I'm now in a position to actually, from the information they gave me, put together an agenda. Because with the exception of this show, which is totally bespoke, there's no agenda whatsoever apart from the title which you see, to put together an agenda for the show. So when I'm talking about a topic, I can actually speak to an agenda. So you've got an introduction, and then generally speaking, you've got 7 or 8 points about which I'm going to speak. And this is the key to live broadcasting. You can't wing it and hope to win. Okay, now I actually use, just a minute, let's go over to one of my assistants today. We've already used ALEXA. I'm just about to use my mobile phone, which is a Samsung Galaxy Ultra, which is available on Amazon. And I was broadcasting on Amazon earlier today, and I just want to give you some information. So I'm going over to the comments, and I use, just a minute, if I could type it would be good, rundown.ai. I love newsletters for getting information, for being kept up to date, because they come into your inbox and then you can just read them, or you can archive them. You can do anything you want with an email. And one of the ones I get regularly is coming on the screen now, which is Rundown AI. And we say hello to Shane, hello to Dee, hello to Sharifa. Rundown AI. If you go to the website, I suggest that you sign up for the newsletter, because the newsletter comes out not too frequently, but it does tell us what's going on in the AI world of developments in ChatGPT, Gemini, DeepSeek, DaVinci AI, and HeyGen. So if you want to keep up to date, do check out rundown.ai. And Bemkin, welcome and thank you for joining. Okay, all is good. So that's the newsletter that I use, and basically the format of it is to actually give you a rundown, which is an overview, and then the details of an update and why it matters. And it's the why it matters section that's very interesting. When software is improved, you sometimes think to yourself, why? What does it mean for me? And the option here of why it matters actually explains to us why the people developing the AI have made the changes that they have. User, welcome. And say hello to, just a minute, let's catch up. LPH5, Mark Gaming, and thank you for joining from the posts. Thank you. And welcome on board. We're talking about AI, we're talking about running, we're talking about thriving. And AI is the thing. And I've just mentioned in the comments, you'll see I put a link to rundown.ai. Now, if you want to keep up to date about anything that's happening in the AI world, then ChatGPT, Gemini, DeepSeek, anything you want to keep on top of. Because it's difficult. I mean, there's so much going on. There's so many different programs that we can use. Which one do we use? And it's obviously different AIs for different purposes. Yeah. When I went through today and gave 3 topics to ChatGPT, Gemini, and DeepSeek, the answers were similar, but not the same. Yeah. And some AIs are strong on one thing, other AIs are strong on another. So don't restrict. Tony, hello. Kieran, hello. Izzy and Carol and Mrs. Calator, hi. So I'll say hi to everybody because I can do that here just by clicking that button. Hopefully this will work. Wave. Okay, it will catch up in a minute and we're good. Okay. Right, now we're very fortunate this week that we've had for the last 8 days, we've had a visitor, Freya, from Germany. And one of the things I love about living in Wiltshire in England is that we have so much that we can go and visit. Now, normally at this stage, I would say I live close to A, B, and C. What I'm going to do, however, is because we can, is I'm just going to say hi to Carol. Okay, I think we're okay at that. Yep. Okay, is if you're listening on Royston Radio, thank you. I'm just going to show some images. What I've gone and done is I've gone to 3 websites and I'll describe them to you so you can find them. Paul, hello. I'm going to switch cameras, so bear with me a moment and we're going to go here. And I should be back on screen with you in, hopefully this will work. Yeah, hopefully this will work. I'm still speaking and the screen is going to change and we're going to come up with, in a second, there we have it. Okay, I've got it. And I should appear on camera in a moment. So you can still hear me and my picture should appear on screen in a second. What I'm doing is I'm using screen share and there I am. I'm not sure, just a minute, if I can, yes it is that camera. Just a minute. Running repairs. Okay, so I'm back. I should have checked that out beforehand. And we catch up on the hellos. And hello to Julia, hello to Paul, hello to HF and Vaden. And Docky Pan. Julia, hello. And say hi to Julia. Okay, so what I've done is I've changed to another scene on TikTok Live Studio, which is absolutely brilliant. And now in the background, I have a web browser. It's the Chrome web browser. And what I've done is I've loaded the places I went to this weekend. Because we have a visitor from Germany, Freya, and we wanted to show her the best of where we live in Wiltshire in England. And this is the English heritage site for Stonehenge. And Stonehenge is in Wiltshire. We're around about just over 100 miles from London. And this is the official Stonehenge website. And basically, obviously, they have an amazing graphic of Stonehenge, which is playing in the background at the moment. And it's coming back now. Okay, it's actually, I think it's a delay and say hi. And it's delayed. Okay. But Stonehenge is an amazing place to visit. 4,500 years ago it was built. Nobody knows why. But the stones that are actually part of Stonehenge came from Scotland, they came from Wales, and they came from Wiltshire, from Savernake Forest near Marlborough. And thank you for the default. Brilliant. Default the bro. Thank you for the share. If you're watching live and you're actually enjoying this show, and I'm grateful that you're here, then like Default the bro, please feel free to share. We are telling the story of Stonehenge, and this is an amazing place to visit. There is a visitor centre, there's a restaurant, there's a shop, there's a museum. Now, if you've ever wondered what the history of Stonehenge is like, then going into museum helps you to travel through time. And many of the artifacts that have been recovered from Stonehenge are displayed in the museum. Now, it's a one-off ticket, and that gets you entry to the museum and to Stonehenge. Now, you can actually go to Stonehenge and get a bus to the stones. That's not our preferred route. When Angelica and I go to Stonehenge, we walk. And you can walk from Stonehenge, from the visitor centre Stonehenge. It's just over a mile. And then you're actually getting closer and closer to the henge, and you can see it. You can walk around Stonehenge, but you can't go into the stones unless it's a solstice, summer or winter solstice, when the Druids will be there as well to watch the sunrise. And that's a magical moment. I'm hoping to go there. Bapu, hello. Darren, hello. And Gary Clark, hello. I'm hoping to go there and get up early. You have to get up very early to be there. And Shaz, hello. Gonzo, hello. We're actually talking about Stonehenge. This is where we went yesterday, and we had a day out, and then we went into the restaurant afterwards. And I must recommend for the restaurant, if you go in the restaurant, do have the hot pot. It's absolutely beautiful. £6.95, and it's a meal in a cup with a bread roll. So you can basically get some exercise. You can walk to the stones. You can walk around the stones. You can take your own photographs. It must be one of the most photographed places in the world. So are you, Jason, Henry, Tizy B, Danny, and Adam? Thank you, Donald. Okay, so I'm on the TikTok Live Studio app. I'm sharing my screen, and we're looking at the official Stonehenge website. We say hello to Dave. And basically, that's the first place we went to. And it is, just to give you the URL, if I can I do that? Yes, I can. I'm not sure whether you'll be able to click it, but you should be able to copy it. Just a second. Then we come back here and go to the chat. So if I go here and I type into here, just give me a second. We'll try and get this to work. I'm not sure what I'm doing. All right, we're in there. Right, okay. Right, Mikey, hello. Michael, hello. Dave, hello. I've just posted because this is working. This is testing and basically you've got it there twice, but that's the link to the Stonehenge website. I'm not going to read it out because it's rather convoluted. I did post it twice, so you just got to cut and paste. Jane, hello. You just got to cut and paste, and you can visit, say hello to GSN. You can visit the Stonehenge website and find out more about Stonehenge. It is a wonderful place to visit. It is mystical. It is mystical. We're fortunate. We live about 25 minutes away, and we can get there by car, or we can go by bus. And it's always worth a visit. Now, the second place we went to, and this was I'm trying to get my days right here, last Thursday. We went to, I'm going to come back to me, Salisbury Cathedral. Now, Salisbury Cathedral in Wiltshire, in England, is a wonderful place to visit. So I'm going to type that URL in as well. So stay with me a moment. Right, okay, so I've posted a link to Salisbury Cathedral. Wiki Granny, hello. Larion, hello, welcome back. Hair Gel, welcome back. And Wiki Granny, welcome back. Specnate, thank you. Somebody's just shared this. If you feel like sharing it, please do. I love the sideshow of Salisbury Cathedral. I mean, this was built 1,000 years ago, and it is a place of pilgrimage. It is a magnificent cathedral with architecture. I don't think we can actually recreate this now. It is just, and that's the spire you can see from the top of the spire. You can actually climb the spire. If you're so inspired, you can actually climb the spire of Salisbury Cathedral. And basically, Hair Gel, hello? 007, or, yeah. Salisbury Cathedral, we actually went to the flower show. Every 3 years, there is a flower show at Salisbury Cathedral. You get tickets online, and then you go and you can walk around the cathedral, and we saw 42 different flower displays. The theme was water, and it was just absolutely, well, spectacular is the wrong word for a flower show, but it was engrossing, I think is the thing to say. The juxtaposition of the religious setting of the cathedral and the plants was just perfect. And if you get the chance, you can, obviously, this is a working cathedral. You can attend a service, definitely on a Sunday. It's open to everyone. Church services are open to all. And if you get the chance, if you're near Salisbury, then do that. Right, now a moment ago, we looked at Stonehenge. Okay, and AMB, welcome. And hello and welcome back. We looked at Stonehenge. Stonehenge is a stone circle which we all recognise, and hello, welcome. We all recognise Stonehenge. There is another stone circle in England though, and the stone circle is here. Now this stone circle is at Avebury, and you can see the stones at Avebury. And the thing about Avebury is there is a full museum and visitor centre, and a church, and a pub. The thing about Avebury Stone Circle is it is larger than Stonehenge. It is about 40 minutes away from Stonehenge, so you can visit the two sites in one day. And that's what we did, Angelica and Freya and I. We were there on Sunday, and user BV, hello, welcome. I'm going to post the link to Avebury. Just let me copy the link, and we're going to go over to the chat, and I'm going to put in Avebury. Okay, so back to my studio. So I'm still in the studio, and hopefully that link will come up in a second. It is there. So if you want to know more about Avebury, copy and paste that link into your web browser and you'll find out more. But you've got a larger stone circle than you have at Stonehenge. It was established around about the same time, so we're talking about 4,500 years ago. And you can walk around the stones. You can freely walk around the stones. You can walk on the tracks nearby. Plenty of places to walk. You can visit the museum. Alexa, stop. That was Alexa reminding me to do something. I should take a little break now while I send out a flare. Just give me a second. Okay, I wasn't sure how well this would work within the TikTok live studio. I don't know what you think, but the ability to actually share websites with you. And thank you for the morning bloom. Izzy, thank you. Izzy, thank you. That is, I've got to say, just let's come to me. Izzy, that is my first ever gift as a broadcaster, and I just want to say thank you. Right, I've got a flare coming through, so let's wait for the flare. And I don't have any flares. Oh, okay. Right. Okay, I'm going to come back to me. I thought Okay. Right, I'm going to shrink this again. Just a minute. Okay, so we're back at Avebury, and it is just a magnificent place to explore, and I'm going to try that again. But Izzy, thank you. You helped to make my day. Right, let's come back to me. Okay, so we're coming back in 3, 2, 1. Hopefully this will work. I've not broken anything, And thank you everybody for the likes. Thank you for the presents. My first ever present. And I'm switching back. I'm going to close down the background things. And I should be back on screen in 3, 2, 1. I'm back. Okay, everything's working and we're back on screen. Wait for everything to catch up. So basically what I did there was I set up a second scene and I basically did a screen share. I'm going to close the screen share down because I don't need that anymore. And I'm going to come back to me. And that screen share allowed me to tell the story. So if you're watching me live on TikTok, if you're watching the replay, you're able to see those. If you're listening on Royston Radio, big thank you. I'm going to have a word with Fons Chamberlain, director of Royston Radio, and see if I can get some way of getting the links to you so that you can check these things out afterwards. But I want to say thank you to everybody who's watching. And I just want to check something out again. Just a minute. I thought I had flares. I hope it wasn't something weird going on. Okay, so that's basically been my weekend with Freya staying with us over the last 8 days. I've basically taken a week off broadcasting and oh right, okay, it was that. Okay, I was panicking there. Right, I'm going to use that flare. Okay, now I've learned something. The thing about live broadcasting is you're on a voyage of discovery. And I knew I had flares. Now, flares are important to live broadcasters. Flares are so important to live broadcasters because that flare has gone out and it's told everybody that I'm actually live. Now, you earn flares by going live. So you go live to get flares, you use the flares whilst you're live, and more people will come and watch your broadcast. I broadcast from TikTok Live Studio. I love the studio. It's a fully functional, to me, it's as good as other systems like BeLive, StreamYard, Restream. It's got everything in it I need to broadcast live. I was able to share my screen a moment ago, and let's catch up. Everybody's coming in now. So mind over matter, thank you. Chris, Dave, Steve, Emma, how am I doing? I'm doing good. I forgot my flares. I'm happy. And Emma, thank you for that. And £2, welcome. And Ryland, welcome. Gary, everybody. And I want to say thank you to Tommy Lash and Liz. Okay. And to Izzy, who sent me a gift. Izzy sent me my first ever gift, which is, well, it's made my day. I'm actually broadcasting live on TikTok and I've got a gift. Doesn't get any better than that. I mean, basically, the reason for live broadcasting is to actually reach out to people and make contact and tell stories. And that's what I enjoy doing. That's what I've been doing for quite a while now. And we say to everybody to retire and Fraser, and thank you everybody who's sticking around for a second. Now, if you have any questions about anything, then please do ask. Okay, if you've got questions about AI, if you've got questions about being successful on social media, if you've got questions about, I can even answer questions on TikTok now. So if you've got any questions, then please do say it, and I will do my best to answer them. Okay, now the art of having no agenda and just talking for an hour is something that comes with time. It is purely and simply practice to be able to sit in front of the camera and just talk. You're talking about your expertise and you're telling stories. I mean, live video to me is all about telling stories. And if you can tell a story which resonates with people, then they will react. Okay. And occasionally they will react with gifts. If you're enjoying this broadcast, please share. Navarad, Christopher, SH3, Mara, Edna, Minnie, Designer Pause, welcome back. And Mara, welcome back. Thank you for stopping by. I'm trying to keep up with this. Gareth, hello. Daryl, hello. Ian, hello. I am Michael. Hello, Michael. Joe, Gareth, I vote. Okay, getting everybody involved in live video is what it's all about. What you actually want to do is to gain people's attention, and you do that by doing one thing, and it's the same on radio. The only one thing you have to do when you're broadcasting, be it on video, on audio, is to be yourself. I'm going to say the cliche everybody else is taking. When we started doing live video years ago, Facebook Live, we used to watch other people's shows, the successful people, the top broadcasters, and we used to think, that's how they get an audience. And we used to copy what they did. And to a certain extent, you can do that. But if it's not your style, you can't keep doing it. You can't keep going. If you cannot copy somebody who is so different from you that it wouldn't ring true. And we say hello to a lot more people coming through. If I miss you, sorry. Luke, William, YH, Jamal, N, GD, and Kachumara, thank you. And FRONW, Jeet, thank you. And thank you everybody who's actually joining in this live celebration of live video. Now, I mentioned a moment ago that I've been on this journey for 10 years. And I've met hundreds of people from around the globe. I met people from Australia, New Zealand, South Africa, Canada, USA, of course, Portugal, Germany, France, Holland. So, what I've decided to do, I don't know, if you're a member of a Facebook group that's been going 3 or 4 years, it's very quiet. People forget that they are members of a Facebook group and things go quiet, and it's very difficult to resuscitate, to bring back to life an old Facebook group. It cannot be done. Helen, hello. Sarah, hello. And Haley, are we talking about Facebook groups and old Facebook groups? This is social media. This is the way it is, that what happens is you start a group, and 4 or 5 years on down the line, or even 10 years down the line, the group is dormant, defunct, and somebody tries to get it going again, but you can't, because people have forgotten that they were members of the group, and they don't get notified anymore. And I've got to be honest here, if I get a notification on Facebook and somebody's tagged everyone, I hate that. I hate when people on Facebook use the everyone tag. It's lazy. So that's by the by. We're talking about AI, and I use ChatGPT to actually create, if I take that off, let's just take this off. Thank you for watching. I'm going to hide that, okay, because I want to make some space, and I'm going to hide the show. Well, you've got to know what you're watching. I'm going to take Royston Radio off for a moment. I'm going to bring the thank you on. Okay. Do show your appreciation for everybody who watches your live broadcasts on TikTok. You can never say thank you too many times. So I want to say thank you for watching my live videos and following me. If you follow me, I will follow back. That's the way it works. I've gone from 43 followers in January to 3,300 today on the follow back principle. I look out for interesting broadcasts. I follow people. I watch video of the people I'm following. I comment where I can, and I certainly share video. So I do everything that we should do. Razzie, hello. Didar, hello. Is what is. And Donna, Michelle, Maz, welcome, and thank you for the follow. I've had a gift and people are following. Thank you for following. This is the magic of live video. People following. And you can start it off. If you do a search on TikTok for topics of interest to you, find people who are broadcasting about things you're interested in, then all you need to do is to actually follow them and comment on their next video. Follow somebody else, comment on their video. The more proactive we are consuming video and helping people, the better things are. The thing that you can do for every broadcaster on TikTok is 1, follow. 2, share. Share a video. And we know with TikTok, videos are forever. Unlike Facebook, where videos disappear after 4 weeks, videos on TikTok are forever. Share people's videos. Comment on people's videos. Get involved. Yeah? The only way you can become successful on social media is by doing stuff. Okay. Watch a video, brilliant, but nobody knows you've watched it. Okay. I know, for example, that Dana's watching now and Michelle's watching and Zeno. What's this live about? Right, okay, this live is about AI Run Thrive, and thank you for the question, Zena. It is with Stephen Healy. I'm from Wiltshire in England, and I talk about this topic every Monday and Tuesday, AI, and if I take that off screen, take the thank you off screen, so I'm going to come back and we're going to talk about, we're talking about AI, we're talking about ChatGPT, Gemini, DeepSeek, DaVinci, and HeyGen. And the fact that I use HeyGen to create live video. And what I was just talking about before I distracted myself, and we say hi to Deborah and welcome back, and we say hi to everybody. All the people who are joining tonight, I want to say thank you. If you're with me for a few seconds, brilliant. Okay, if you stay here longer, then you can ask questions. In the comments, you can ask me a question. If I see a comment, Doctor Who's here in the house. And Big Bidex joined me, user Ashu, Linda. I can't keep up today. It is so busy. I'm so glad that I had that flair. This is the power of TikTok, is the fact that I can send a flare out and not annoy people, and people actually join my broadcast, and if they like it, they'll stay a few seconds. If they like it more, they'll stay longer. Right, so that's what the show's about. It's also about, just a minute, so about keeping fit and park run. I'm a great advocate of park run. I've done 66 park runs. I volunteered at 20. I've got the t-shirt for 50 park runs. I'm going to get the t-shirt for 25 volunteers as well. I've just got 5 to go. And say hi. Just let's catch up. This is a very hectic show today because the flyer's gone out. Say hi to Lib, Deco, Dana, and Emily, Buzz, Naz, Loving Life Holistic, Helen, Asak, Jamie. I'm going to say hi to Jamie, hi to Asak, and hi to Helen. Okay, and Fox. Everybody who's joining, if you're staying for a second or two, brilliant. This is why I love TikTok, because there's so many, you've got a potential audience. All you have to do is reach out to your audience. Be yourself. Be authentic and help other people. The more that you help other people, the more people will help you. I got my first ever gift today from Izzy. Don't really know that. And this show has been shared. I want to say thank you to everybody who's actually sharing this broadcast. And I want to say thank you for the comments and for the love and the likes. All of these count. These are metrics that TikTok watches. TikTok watches number of views and how long people stay for. Just a note, I found that from the point of view of stickability, if you can hang on somebody's broadcast for 6 seconds, that helps them. Yeah. So if you find somebody's broadcast and you find them interesting, stay there for 6 seconds, and that will help them. And it helps you. Also, if you can, follow. There are no rules like they used on Twitter, like there are on X. You can follow whoever you like. You can follow anybody you like. Now, as I said earlier, if you follow me, I will follow back. Oh, brilliant. And I want to say thank you. Just a minute. Let's get here. Jamie, thank you for the like and thank you for the share. And Marie, welcome. And thank you for the follow. Followed, liked and shared all in one go. Brilliant. That's what we need to do. That's what we need to help people. We need to get involved. We need to interact with people. Okay, so I can take that off the screen and I'm going to show you something now. And I'm going to come up here and hopefully I've got it, and it's my new logo. Right, I don't know whether you can tell, but I've been broadcasting for quite a long time. In broadcasting terms, since live video was a thing, which is, depending on how you count it, 8 to 10 years ago. I've made contact with hundreds of people around the world, and we're all members of Facebook groups, but we never go in there anymore. So what I'm doing, I'm starting a new group, and as you can see, it's about, from the logo, it's about webcams, it's about microphones, it's about live video, and it looks like it's about YouTube. It's not actually about YouTube, but you get the idea. Now, I am graphically challenged. I can't create a logo. No way. It's not going to happen. So I basically put together a short brief of what I was looking for, and I went to ChatGPT. I said, I'm launching a new initiative, which is Pioneers of Live Streaming. And the idea is that what I'm going to do is to invite everybody I've met over the last 10 years into a new group and mix it up. I mean, you've got people from all walks of life, all ages. Yeah. And I'm going to start the Facebook group, and everybody somebody I've broadcast with, somebody where I've been a guest on their show, where they've been a guest on my show, I'm going to get them together into a group, and it's called Pioneers of Live Streaming. You are the first people to see this logo. This logo is not Natasha. Brilliant. Natasha, thank you. And Izzy, thank you. I love it. All I did was put together a short description of what I was looking for. So these are people who've known each other. They're all live broadcasters. We're all going to get together. It gave me it gave me an agenda for the group, which I've got, but also created this graphic. Now, this graphic is perfect for getting things started. Yeah, because as soon as I put here, just a minute, just let me show you what it's called, because polls doesn't mean anything, does it? Just let me check my spelling. Right. Okay. So Pioneers of Live Streaming, that's what it's called. POLS. Pioneers of Live Streaming. That there was created by ChatGPT. Now, I couldn't do that. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to use that graphic to get the group started. And then I've friends in the Philippines, one of whom is Kevin, and I'm going to ask Kevin to design a do-over. Yeah. So that this is the design that starts us off, and then it will gradually morph into a more permanent logo. But you've got to start somewhere, and ChatGPT worked out well. And basically, thank you everybody who's joining. You're all helping to make my day. Absolutely brilliant. So, ChatGPT for the win, really. It's free. That graphic cost me nothing. No pounds. Say hello to Lardy and Nuttall and the Barber family. And I want to say a big hello to, just a minute, let's go over here, to Natasha, to Lib, Emmy, Palwan, Mufti, EM, and Phil Geordie Boy. Okay, thank you everybody. And Jakayo, Estelle. Yeah, it's quite busy in here tonight. And I just love this TikTok. Let's take the graphic, ChatGPT, designed for free. I give it a short spec. Okay, now what I want to do now, hopefully I'll get this right. I sometimes make mistakes, so bear with me a moment. I'm going to basically take the Pioneers image off, so you know it's got me. I'm going to change the camera, and now you've got me even better. Now what I'm going to do is say hello to Jamie. Hi Jamie, and thank you for everything, and to everybody who's joining. Now, I love AI. I love AI videos. I use HeyGen to create my own video avatar. The video I'm about to play you is me, but it's not me. It's a video avatar. Right, this is a trailer for a live broadcast, which I'm going to play you now. And I've got it here. I just need to mute my microphone. So this is Stephen in wonderful Wiltshire. At 9 o'clock on Wednesday, I'm being interviewed by Krisa Skodra from Finland. And I'm quite looking forward to it. The whole broadcast is powered by OneStream Live. As you can see, we will be live on YouTube Wednesday, EAST. It's 9 a.m. GMT or BST. And then we are live on LinkedIn at the same time. So there you are. And it's Krisa interviewing me, and I'm looking forward to it. And we're also on Facebook. So you can choose where you watch. You can watch on YouTube, LinkedIn, or Facebook. It's the same broadcast, and we look forward to seeing you there. It's going to be quite an interesting session. I haven't been interviewed for a couple of years, so it's a catch-up with me and the ability. Well, the thing is that when you get an interviewer who is professional and practiced and focused and listens, then you get some magic. And Krisa is one of the best interviewers I've met. I'm looking forward to it, and I'll see you all shortly, hopefully, if I can find the way out. I did find a way out. Now, that wasn't me. Bottom right-hand corner, that was a video avatar. And basically, with HeyGen, I sent them a 2.5-minute video of me. And basically, it's from the waist up, okay? And you just speak to camera. And you speak to camera for 2.5 minutes. You then upload the recording to HeyGen. Let's remind ourselves how that is spelt. So if I go here, just a second, need my glasses. Okay, I'm going to keep glasses on, so I keep taking them off. I used HeyGen, which is there, HeyGen, and that basically I uploaded a video of me, and it created the video avatar. Now, I don't know whether you noticed or not. I then recorded my voice, and I got the avatar to speak the words. The difference is this. If you use a video avatar of yourself, you can create training videos, you can create flyers, you can create intros. And all you have to do is the narrative. Yeah, just record your voice, give it to HeyGen, and they will create a video. A perfectly lip-synced video of you saying those words. And because you're saying those words, you've got the emotion. Yeah. One of the things that the video avatars are known for is being flat. Yeah. The voice is always flat. And Fahik, hello. And I've just missed 80%. Right. Life goal achieved. Life goal achieved. Check the goal and celebrate at the moment. 80% of the live goal. I've achieved a live goal. Thank you. Fahik, thank you so much. Thank you. This is the first time it's happened. Izzy, Natasha, and Fahik, thank you. Okay, you have helped make my day. Really, this is it's beyond good. It's absolutely, I'm not going to say, it's absolutely awesome to have so many people watching a live video and to get a positive response. The thing I found about live video and about the people in live video is everybody is positive, yeah, on the whole, which is absolutely brilliant because, well, it just is. It is brilliant. Live video is brilliant. TikTok is awesome. And I've got a new message, so let me just scroll down. I don't want to miss anything. But Fahik, thank you. And amazing. Just thanks. Thank you for the gifts. Okay, and to everybody who's staying a minute, yeah, staying a few seconds. As I said, if you're watching a video, then do try and stay 6 seconds. I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about if you're watching somebody else's video, stay there for 6 seconds if you can. Okay. Now, Brian, hello, Bonaire, hello, and I want to say thank you to, just a minute, Bolter, Parker, Irene Parker, and Helen and Joe Julian. And thank you. And I've got a goal achieved. Wow, what a broadcast. What a system. I've never, I mean, I go back 10 years in this, and I'm going to take that off screen because it's getting in the way. Just a minute. Hang on, just a minute. You never got this reception on Be Live. Use broadcasting to Facebook Live. Facebook Live has never been anything on this. Yeah, this is the best broadcasting system, and we've got relatable. What would you do if she said, "I know you should can"? I'm not relatable. I'm having difficulty relating to that. So if you can put that, rephrase that, I shall have a go at actually talking to the point of your comment. Okay, my apologies if you're actually English isn't your first language, but I am trying. Okay, so I did read it out, and if what would you go to if she said, "I know you should can"? I don't know, being honest. But Natasha and Tahik and Izzy, thank you. This has been my best ever broadcast on TikTok Live, ever. Okay, now I am live on TikTok 6:30 on Mondays and 6:30 on Tuesdays. That's when I go live. And to everybody who's, there are over 1,150 people joined the broadcast today. I can't possibly speak to everyone. I do want to speak for a moment though to, just a second, let's go here and go over here, and I'll bring this up on screen. This show will also be live on Royston Radio on Friday, thanks to my good friend Fons Chamberlain. The MP3, the audio from this show, is actually syndicated to Royston Radio, so if you missed anything, you can listen to Royston Radio. Now, Royston Radio is a UK-based, Hertfordshire-based radio station, and they have the most amazing DJs, and they play the best music. And it's all, you can download the Royston app on iPhone or on Android. You can listen to music whenever you wish. There is, and this is the beauty, there is a website for Royston Radio, and on the website you can actually make requests, and they have a playlist, and you can request a song and they will play that song, and usually within 2 or 3 spins of the song that's playing at the moment. Okay, so shout out to Royston Radio, to everybody who's listening on Royston Radio on Friday, to my good friend Fons Chamberlain, and I'm on Royston Radio Friday at 2 o'clock. Okay, so that's Royston. We're still taking care of Royston. Let's hide that. Okay, next thing I want to do is this. This is all important. I want to say thank you, friends, for watching my live videos and following me. If you follow me, I will follow back. Simple as that. Okay, now to Wajid and Mamen and Nicola and Mr. Super, just a minute. Mr. Superman, Jackie Kenyon, Bolter and Parker, thank you for staying around. And big thank you to Izzy, Natasha and Fahik. And Mamen is saying, hi uncle, thank you. Thank you for commenting. Yeah, it's very kind of you. And I'm blown away by TikTok. I'm a fan of TikTok. We've broken all records again with this live broadcast. We have crossed the 1,220 live views. Now, you couldn't get this number of views on Facebook, YouTube, X, LinkedIn, live broadcasting with so many good people involved. And Mermaid is asking if I'm doing well. Yes, I'm doing well. I did, just a moment. Let's go here. let me just take a few things off. Don't get too busy. I'm doing well. I did my first ever 10k run 2 weeks ago with my partner. That's me in orange. Okay, next to me is my partner Angelica. Next to Angelica is her daughter Katie. Angelica's been doing the Race for Life, which is for charity, it's for cancer research. She's been doing it for 24 years. Katie's been there most of the time, most of those years. And Angelica said, men can run as well. So I actually was invited by Angelica to actually join them. They went off on their own and they usually do a great big catch up when they're actually running the 10k. I got around the circuit. I finished the 10k. So yes, I've got to say, I'm doing well, my men. And I've done a 10k and I'm looking forward to my second 10k, which brings me on to our next story in terms of running and everything. In 2024, in April 2024, Angelica ran the London Marathon and completed it. She completed the London Marathon, 26 miles, 385 yards. And this year she didn't, because you need to recover. Yeah, if you're not an athlete, yeah, because we started off by doing park run, 5k, 3 miles. Angelica built up from 3 miles to 5 miles, 7, 10. In the end, she did a 17-mile run along the local canal as a practice to do the London Marathon. And she did the London Marathon and she cracked it in 6 hours, 30 minutes. Brilliant. So this year, Angelica said that she would enter for the London Marathon 2026. So she did. And I thought, well, if Angelica's entering for the London Marathon, why don't I ever go? So, you heard it here first. I have entered for the London Marathon 2026. Mrs. H, hello. Joe, hello. Roy and Bolter, thank you. Bolter Parker and Merman, thank you for saying. I have entered for the London Marathon 2026, which is in April. And I thought to myself, well, basically, just go for it. If you've got a goal, then you can keep going. And Merman is saying, I struggle to do 7 miles, and they're doing 17 miles. Huge respect to them. Yeah, now a word of, let's just we'll just hide Angelica for a moment. Okay. I couldn't run 26 miles. No way can I run 26 miles. I know that now. Okay, but I can Jeff. I don't know whether you've heard of Jeffing or not, Merman, but Jeffing is a way of getting a reasonable speed for a distance. And what you do is you run for 15 seconds, walk for 30 seconds. Run for 15 seconds, walk for 30 seconds. It's called, and thank you for follow. It's called, let me just type this in. Okay, it's called Jeffing. Run 15 seconds, walk for 30. Run 15, walk 30. That way, when you're only running 15 seconds, you're actually running faster than you would normally. And the speed carries out through into 30 seconds. And 30 seconds is the optimum recovery time. It was a method devised by Jeff Galloway, who's an amazing US athlete. And Jeffing, Angelica wears a t-shirt. She's a member of a group called Girls That Jeff. And the t-shirt's got that on it. Right, okay. Moomin, thank you. To everybody who's watched me live today, I want to say a big thank you. I'm on the clock. I've got to go. I want to say, awesome. I'm back next week, 6:30 Tuesday. See you later. Everybody, thank you. And thank you to Natasha, to Izzy, and to Fahik. And I've got to go. I've been here an hour, and I can only do an hour. I'll be back next week. Thank you. Bye.